Welcome to The System Works, the lifestyle channel that shows you who you are, what you truly want, and how to get it. The System Works. Own it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an episode of The System Works. I'm your host, Ernest Phillips, and today's topic, and I've been working on a few different fun things, and this one is part of the people who suck category, okay? And I'm sorry, but not everybody's awesome. And I mean, you got your bell curve. You got amazing people here. People are good natured. They're nice. They're kind. They're polite. And then as you start getting on this side, you get people who are mean and nasty and rude and greedy. And then there's this tail end of just do better. And they're not. And they're not. They're not doing better. And I consider that little group people who suck. Now, they themselves, as a human being, they are not their problem, but their behavior sucks. Now, one of those groups is emotional terrorists. Okay, I heard this term at a coffee shop probably 20 years ago, and a friend of mine was talking about his brother who was married to one of the people in the tale, okay? And he referred to her as an emotional terrorist. And the first time I heard it, I cracked up. I'm like, that is a strong statement. I'm going to need some scenarios. And the ones he gave me definitely let me know that she did fit the mold. So here is what an emotional terrorist is. These are the people that have this do this or else mentality. Now, we see this in the movies all the time. Give me $1 million or I will destroy this city. Do this or I will do that. Do this or I will punish you. Now, they realize you have buttons, because we all do, and they know which ones you care about the most, and they go after that. And what do they always seem to say? If you do this, I'll stop. They never stop. But let's be realistic. Why should they? They're getting what they want. They have a method of getting what they want. And they're willing to lose whatever they could possibly lose to get there. And they're not worried about the pain that you have to go through. They're not concerned about it. They don't care about it. It doesn't matter to them in the same way it matters to you. That's why it's your button, not theirs. Here is my solution. Do not negotiate with emotional terrorists. Don't do it. Stop participating. Take the heat. Take the hit. Whatever they are threatening you with, let them do it. I'm not saying play chicken. I'm not saying you to dare them. I'm saying, say, I'm not participating. And if that's what you're going to do, that's on you. It throws them off. Now, if you are in a situation and you have a brand new emotional terrorist and it's the first time they're doing it, and you say, okay, do that, they will likely not do it and they will go away. And they're going to go find someone that their method of manipulation and threats will work. Whether it's withholding love, whether it is whatever they have as your button, they're just going to go find someone else. Now, if you are in a situation and you have someone that has been an emotional terrorist and is being that, they are doing the, if you don't, then I'm gonna. The first time you say, fine, do it, they're going to be stunned and they are going to do it because they are counting on you folding. They're counting on it. And then when you don't, it'll take maybe 2, maybe 3 times of you doing that, and then they'll stop cold, and they won't come back to do it, and then they will go find someone else. This works. I've been using this method for a long time. I use it in my personal life. I've used it in my professional life. I have seen it happen. I had a client, one of my very first clients, and the husband wanted back in the house, and he had no business being back in the house. He was abusive. He was manipulative. He was one of the people in the tale of people who suck. That guy, his behavior sucked. And we worked on how to handle his manipulation. We went through which ones he was most likely going to say, and we practiced the power words of I'm unwilling. No matter what he said, I'm unwilling. I'm unwilling. And it gave him no out. And he's like, fine. If you don't let me back in, I'm going to tell the kids. And it was a big doozy. And she said, if that's what you have to do, if you're willing to hurt the kids to try to get back at me, then that's what you need to do. And sure enough, he did. And you'll never guess what happened. They didn't believe him. They believed their mom. And now the kids were on board with dad not ever coming back. And it was a game changer. It was the line in the sand. And she had always just acquiesced. She had always just negotiated with the terrorists, negotiated, and it never stopped. And it got worse and worse until she did that as a line. Now, I'm talking that had been going on for about 3 or 4 years before we started doing coaching. Stopped it cold. You got to be willing to take the heat on this one, and it's tough. Now, here's the tug tip. True freedom does not exist in a life with obligations. They are putting obligations on you to get what they want. They are not caring about you. That is not loving. That is all the way on the other side of it. Take the hit, take the heat. Freedom is your reward. Because once they implement whatever they're going to do, they're out of moves. They have nothing left. You've taken it and you get to move on. And that freedom, I live in America. And our history books show all the time how much we fought for freedom. And if you look at any world war, any major thing, anybody who's fighting for their freedom, when they get it, it is the greatest feeling in the world. You have that fight. You have that fight in you, and you can do it. I believe in you. I've seen it. Fight for that freedom. I promise it's going to feel so good when you get it. Let me know how that goes. I'm here for you. We'll see you soon. We hope you enjoyed this episode of The System Works. Have fun with the action steps. Enjoy the Wi-Fis. Click like, click subscribe, and comment. The good and the bad, we like them all. We look forward to seeing you next time. The System Works. Own it.